Hello. Today we're playing Soulcreek. This is the newest update that came out last week, and this is an update that would be more like a turning point for the MC. He'll learn a lot of things that it's an update that he's going to learn a lot, and it may answer his questions, it may not, but this update is supposed to be a big point in the story. So saves are going, so a few more seconds. Hold still. We're seeing Blythe's bed again. I squint and squints my face in discomfort. I'm doing my best to keep still as the contraption wheels and buzzes around me. Aeon had to restart once already because I itched my nose. Finally. Is it over? Feels like I've been in this thing for hours. Nope, never mind, there's more. Last one. I can barely hear Aeon's muffled voice from within this thing. I'm going to be seeing stars for days. Let's hope this is worth it. This thing is incredible. Aeon is using magnetic fields to take pictures of your brain, the parts even I can't look at. As if it really were advanced. Do you think it was invented before or after the epoch of technology? Could have been either. Even before the technology boom, we know that mastery of the old knowledge was extensive. All the old knowledge in the world didn't save them, but it might save you. All done. Out you come, Alex. Easy now. With a sigh of relief, I wiggle out and warm myself free. Clambering out of the cylindrical machine, while my eyes clear of dizzying colors. We're in the vast hall of the Armont's Zephyr Technology Collection. Aeon says this covetously tinker and maintain it all here. I see what I presume are functioning machines, vast towers of computer servers, radio equipment, and even sophisticated, albeit run-down, household appliances like ovens and freezers. Our entire collection of this colossal chamber is devoted to medical technology. Aeon and I have been here for hours. I've been subjected to test after wearing test. I sit upright on the coffin-like contraption I've just been laying on and stretch my neck with a pain wrench. The profoundly unnerving sound of the great billions generators rumble down deep below us. Here we go. Here. Paces now, Alex. Aeon humps to the side of the devices and begins putting something as if uncomfortably in the paper-thin gown Aeon gave me. Can I get changed? Of course. Those are the last tests. Clothes on. I grab my black running outfit again and, with an easy step, get to my feet and hobble wearily around to the opposite side of the machine and out of sight to get changed. So, what are we hoping for from all this? Answers. We need to know where you're coming from and how my body is sustaining itself without food or air. At best, it's gonna be a chip in the brain or something. At worst, I can't imagine that I'm really human. You're still you, okay? Alex is Alex, and always will be. Promise you'll remember that. Yeah, you're always optimistic. I'm pretty sure you didn't get that from me. You should try it sometime. I wonder back around to Aeon and Ceratops was ever machines watching him curiously. He's thumbing through a number of scanning results, his x-rays silent as he studies the findings. This is a big step in this maddening search for answers. I anxiously drum my fingers on my answers. I anxiously drum my fingers on my knees, watch his brow dip up and down in deep thought. My gaze tracks nervously back up at the haunting, opaque windows cut into the wall high above us. Dora is on the other side, presumably is staring back. Aeon spots my eyeline and chuckles, catching my attention with a wave of his claws. Oh, don't worry about them, Alex. They're just listening. Can't trust an outsider to be alone with their precarious technology. They can't. Even one like me. Why didn't they want to meet me? Playing it safe, they are. Playing it safe. The other monks are always about safety. They always prefer to deal with the black runners. I am a black runner. Only an acolyte. Besides, you being you is quite something. Any idea when they'll be done with Alokan? Can't say. Don't worry. They just want his account of the White Soul disc, and he'll be right back with us. Hopefully Loken can convince her the trip was uneventful. None of us would involve the Autobots any more than we need to. But on to you, Alex. These results. Let's see. I lean for another element to listen. Aeon will have to be mindful of what he says. The mole's brow dips in deep thought. He goes to speak several times, but the words catch his throat. My chest tightens at his troubled gaze. How bad is it? Do I have, pistons for lungs or something? His goggles flick from the X-ray in his hands and up to me. Once more, he fails to speak. Come on, it can't be that bad. I check and try to seize attention. Aeon still doesn't respond. Is it that bad? Alex, I need, tell me something, boy. You have no memory, yes? Nothing at all? No concept to have this knowledge, just no identity. Nothing, no memories, thoughts, ideas? I pause. Well, I did remember my name. In an apple, you say? It's just the first thing that came to mind. As triple grimace returns, I laugh nervously again. Don't keep me in suspense. No. Aeon looks up to the double-sided window, considering the elements, then back to me. Alex, you have everything you still have. Stomach, heart, lungs, brain, it's all there. There's nothing abnormal to see. Oh, really? There's no sign of brain damage, nothing that will affect your memory. He passes me the X-rays with a frown. I fled through them meticulously, though I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I see human organs, a human skeleton, a human brain, no microchips, no machine technology. Is this right, Aeon? Indeed, Alex. No more brain, no more lungs, no more heart, just like any biped. I see my stomach, the one that never needs food, but it's just a stomach. I see my lungs, the ones that never need to breathe, but they're just lungs. I'm human, just human. My face falls paralyzed with horrified frustration. This doesn't explain anything, it's impossible. I don't, and there must be something. Are you sure? Healthy? Healthy, I say so. If there's anything more to you, Alex, I can't see it, both inside and outside. You're perfectly human, perfectly. But Aeon calls loudly, his head nodding separately at the window above us. There's nothing to worry about, Alex. You're perfectly fine. He forces a smile. Behind it, I see his uncertainty. He's thinking the same thing I am. Why? How is this possible? It looks like Aeon's telling the truth. I'm not detecting any abnormalities from the images. All your internal systems are functioning as they should be. My heart thumps nervously. I'm scared. Mike, where are you coming from? I don't know. Mike, seriously, where? Alex, hello there? Sorry, I zoned out. I don't know. I was expecting something, more. From behind me, a heavy paw lands suddenly on my shoulder. I jump. You're back. Alex, Aeon, you okay? Oh, my best hound, tell us, what did the Almonds want for you? What did the Almonds want you for? He growls irritably. They ask many questions. I answered these. I thought they didn't speak. Oh yes. Only gestures, signs, and whole language just with their hands remarkable. I spoke of our journey to the Whinstone Disc. I spoke of the controlling panels within. I spoke of our departure where Alice and I were pursued by demons. I glanced nervously back at the black window, my skin crawling as I imagined the eyes and ears that could be behind it unseen. Quite strange that the demons acted that way. Yeah, it was odd. The other monsters attempted to determine why the Blackstones were provoked. They would like us to return to the Whinstone Disc to investigate. Oh, don't you have plans already? We do. Alice must continue to learn of the four. This must be our priority. For this reason, I have declined this task. Not to worry. Plenty of other black runners to take it up. Yes, our business with the other ones is over. We must now focus on training. Alex, you're looking pale. I am? You're okay? Another unconvincing fake confidence staring back down my x-rays. Okay, come. We must begin our journey. We will stop by the Draconian village on the way. Before we go, Aeon suddenly yanks the x-ray scans from my hands. Part of the deal, I'm afraid that Almonds want to keep these. I said bewildered. That wasn't the deal, Aeon explained. It was the only way I could get us this opportunity, boys. The only way. The Almonds agreed to help if we checked out the Whinstone Disc. We did. We found nothing, and Almonds got slaughtered. They didn't say anything about this. Not quite, boy. Not quite. The Almonds said they listened, not that they helped. This is what they said. Like one more frustrated, we jumped through all those damn hoops for them, and what did we get? Nothing. Just a bunch of extra data for the Almonds to have on me. Suddenly, all I want is to get the hell out of here. Alright, fine, let's just go. Aeon nods, forces a smile, and marches past Logan towards the exit. As I get up to my seat, Logan lingers. He stares at me with concern. Alex, he has discovered things. I look back up at the opaque window, wincing. I don't want to give the other ones any more than I already have. Logan seems to understand. Okay, dear listeners, we will speak of these things on our way back to the village. Come. Real subtle, big guy. We silently amble out of the cavernous, industrial labyrinth of the Great Barrier. If I'm human, then who am I really? What happened to me? By the time we're outside, my mind is churning. I don't know where to begin. I just want the truth. I want to know who to blame. I feel angry. It's hard picturing the algorithm in my mind. The shapes hanging there like flayed flesh, prying it for some kind of clue. But there's nothing, just pain. I know it's hiding something from me. Alice, you okay? I quickly fake composure. Fine, just thinking about what's next, about the algorithm. Do not think of this algorithm, Alex. It contains the nature of. It contains answers. I'm not ignoring that. I stab at him before I can stop myself. I immediately feel terrible. He's the last person that deserved that. What the hell is wrong with me? His tail goes stiff and he looks away. I walk over to him, clutching his paws. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I didn't, I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed, that's all. I wasn't you. Damn it, this anger is getting worse. It's changing me. Where's it coming from? Is this the start of my slow slide into madness? It's okay. I have also shouted at you in this way. You have? After Orion have arrived in the village for the adults, I was losing my temper at you. This was unkind. But, well, still, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. You've done so much for me. Nothing makes me realize how much I care for him than the thought of him being hurt. Okay. Tell all the things you and Aeon have discovered. Nothing. We didn't learn a damn thing. Now, it's not hopeless. You seem to still be human, yes? That much is sure. But how? With the things I can do and bite? But you are human. This is not good. I guess, but it doesn't make sense. I'm not a machine, just a guy with no idea how I got here or who I really am. We ruled some things out, at least. We did. Perhaps this truth you seek simply can't be answered by the old knowledge. Then it is, as I have said, these answers are held by the Black Stones. We focus on the journey to Devil's Crag. Only this and nothing more. He's right. We still have the algorithm. We can check the pod I was found in. There must be some answers there. There must be. I'm gonna hang behind a bit. I need to speak to Bite alone. Ian and Logan exchange a concerned glance. Alex, you're not by yourself in this. We'll figure this out. Yeah, I appreciate it. I just need a minute. The summer nod, Aeon trudges forward back towards the village, leaving me behind. Logan hangs around longer. I'm okay, Logan. I really am sorry I snapped at you. You didn't deserve that. He whines woefully, avoiding my eye. You are not okay. You are in pain. I do not wish to leave you alone with this pain. You are mine. I pay his arm fondly, forcing a comforting smile. Bite and I just need to figure some things out. He remains responsive, stare closer, stepping into his eye line and taking his paw in my hand. He looks down at me curiously. I'm fine, see? Then I'm pulled into a gentle hug. His thick arms curl around the back of my head. My face is nestled snugly into the warm confines of his fluffy chest. His snout noses into the top of my head. I shut my eyes, sinking into his hold with a smile. It's just a relief feeling him squeeze me. He's one of the few comforts I have. It keeps the buzzing anxiety at bay for just a moment. You will be okay. The hound releases me, gently stroking my head. I lean into his paw tenderly. Alex, you are concerned that you will not find the answers you seek. Honestly, Logan, I don't know what to feel. I'm angry. I don't know why. That scares me. I understand this. You're hurting. But Alex, the Blackstones may still not give you these answers. The consequences may be too great. There's a chance we will be forced to abandon this task. You know I can't do that. This is killing me. It's getting worse. I know this, but Alex, always remember this. You're my acolyte. You are Alex the human. You are Draconi. You will be a great black runner. If you do not discover where you have come from, do not forget these things. Thanks, big guy. He gives me a stiff thumbs up. Cool. You're cute. Logan hums contentedly, then turns and jogs after Aeon. I let the two of them walk together back towards the village, watching them go. When they're out of earshot, I follow slowly from a distance. All right, dickhead, out with it. With what? What are you, really? I swear I don't know any more than you. Just stop. You saw the scan. There's no microchips, no robot parts, no CPU or memory drives, nothing. Just flesh and blood. So where are you coming from? We don't know what kind of technology the Zephyr might have had. It could be something Aeon's scan was never going to find. Or you're not telling me everything. Oh, I'm a liar now? It wouldn't be the first time you've been dishonest. This again, I was trying to protect you. You had no right to hide the algorithm from me. I had every right. You're obsessed with figuring this out. So what? I just let it go? How? I don't know. But you're going to lose yourself if you keep obsessing over this. Everyone can see it. Why can't you? I don't want you throwing your life away. You're not the only one who wants the truth. What the hell are we doing? Bite? Where are you? Where are we? I don't know. I grim slowing in my step. I feel Bite seriously rumbling in my subconscious. We can't afford to stop trusting each other now. I know you want answers, but they're not worth your life or your mind. I don't plan on letting this place beat me. I just feel, I don't know, angry. You mentioned this anger a few times. Where's that exactly? It started when we went to the rhinestone disc. Since then, it's been getting worse. Couldn't it just be grief? You lost your whole world. Everyone you might have known is understandable, being so lost in the dark. No, there's something else. If I could just grieve and move on, it would be fine. But I can't. I don't know what I'm grieving. I don't know where this rage is coming from. If I'm truly gone, if my memories are truly gone, it shouldn't hurt, but it does. I can't explain it. When we woke up, you said I still have subconscious memories. That's right. Intangible instincts and habits. They're automatic and deeply buried. It's why you're still you. Whether there's something else in there that you can't see, say a memory. Something horrible. You think a part of this past self is still in there? Yeah, it's taken over. Whatever it is, Alex, you can't let it control you. Well, that's why we need the truth. Once I know what it is, I can deal with it. I guess we keep searching. And hey, we're not out of leash yet. We still got a black zone to plunder. What's to say we call a truce on this until we see what Devil's Crack has to offer, at the very least? Yeah, we got this. We'll be okay. Good. I'm with you. Let's get it done. Taking a breath, I collect my thoughts together and set off as a look at an aeon. I know you can hear me. I had a life before this. Who am I, really? I know you did this to me, to all of us. I'm coming for you. We stopped by the lodge on the way, home to change. Logan grabs a satchel and fills it with food for himself, plus a few extra supplies. I decided to take the bow this time. Logan warns me that I haven't trained enough, but Bite says we can handle it together if things get dangerous. I strapped a small quiver, a stone-tipped arrow to my back, and with a bow lashed to the straps of my hoodie, we head to the village to take Aeon home. It's late morning by the time we arrive. Well, boys, all I can say is good luck. How I wish I could be there with you. I do. Think about it. This algorithm, a message from the Zephyr themselves. What could we learn of the cascade from it? I wonder. We must remain cautious, Aeon. This algorithm contains the nature of demons. This knowledge will be dangerous. Oh, balls and biscuits and all that. Sarah, give this old man something. Not all of us piss ourselves at the thought of the old knowledge. Hey, Aeon, can you help? Aeon, could you keep an eye on Milo while we're gone? Oh, the tiger boy? Sure, Two Eyes. Two Eyes. I hear he's been quite the troublemaker. Hurls insults at his caretakers and all that. Wait, really? Oh, yes. Sour attitude. That one. Sour. Aeon laughs, nudging Logan playfully with his elbow. Reminds me of another young pup I once knew. No. Oh, you were far more of handful, hound. Far more. Rooster cuts through the air. Alright, chaps. Tuggy strolls up to us, two spears held in her hand. Ah, there she is. Best badge, the best. Yo, Aeon. I was looking for our two sulky black runners. Where is you two are heading off today? Yeah, following a trail from the rhinestone disc. Could have something to do with me. About time we knew where your ass came from. Ain't everyday black runners dig up a living human. Probably the best bit of salvage you ever found, right, Mutt? She gives Logan a crude wink. Hell, Logan loves the salvage. It was only a matter of time before he tried to stick his cock in it. I will not do this to my salvage. Alex is my acolyte. Well, that's doggone. Jocelyn, just watch out for the rat, yeah? We only got one human left. We lose him, boom. That's it. Keep those crack sugar cuts off his back. Alex will be okay. He can defend himself. Oh, yeah? That's right, rat? I swear modestly. I can fight. Pretty good at it, too. In that case, don't expect me to go easy on your ass with cross spears. What, like a spar? Heh. Long as you promise not to chop my dick off, I'm down. Good, and hey, I made you something for the trip. She suddenly tosses one of the spears at me, bites cold kicks in, and helps me snatch it deftly out of the air. I stare, stunned and humbled. I never expected anything like this. It feels extremely well made. What you think, rat? Like it? You made this for me? The weight feels perfect. Tiger must have designed it with my size in mind. Man, I've been so focused on my search for answers, I really neglected the generosity of the clan. Don't deserve her nor Dravonia's hospitality. Taki, it's amazing. You didn't have to do this for me. Shit, quit mobbing my moisture up, human. I'm first guarding. Keeping you dumb plebes alive is my job. So, what's the thing? Give her a twirl. Bind our twirl the spear around my hands to test the weight. We're as smooth as silk, flipping it over our arms and catching it with ease. At this point, by its assisted movement is so fluent, I barely notice it. We're closer to being one entity than we ever have been. Our Logan was right. You got some moves. Still room for improvement. Footwork is sloppy. Sloppy? Tell her to get fucked. What's wrong with my footwork? Just a little stiff. A little fucker like you wants to be more loose. Don't worry, I'll whip you into shape so hard you'll be leaping like a wildebeest. I'm going to spar with Taki would be a pretty good test of Bite's limits. Nice, Taki. I'll put it to good use. Don't mention it. You still remember lesson 1? Yep, everyone wants to kill me. And right, who could resist? Keep your guard up. Out of nowhere, a small pebble bounced my shoulder from behind with a scowl and glare around me to find the source. Milo is perched atop a nearby fence. I fold my arms in disapproval, raising my voice at him. Hi? He just shrugs, looking away. He looks pretty sad. Kid seems to have taken a liking to you. He's got a weird way of showing it. Hang on, I'll go talk to him. She nods and turns to speak to Aeon and Logan, leaving me to march over to the sulky juvenile. Milo looks absent-mindedly away as I approach. Well, look at that dour face. You're breaking my heart. Hurt you leaving. Yeah, don't worry. We'll be back in just a few days. I don't care. I've never heard a more disingenuous lie. With a grunt, the tiger hops down from the fence. Don't die. Huh, what's the planet on it? I don't want someone else to train me. Hey, any black one could be your mentor. But you're the only one around here who actually listens to me. The rest are jerks. I really left that much of an impression on him. They can't all be bad. What about Logan or the chief? They're always busy. The caretakers think I'm a bad kid. Well, you do call them rude names. They told you about that? Possibly. Cunts. Marlo! Sorry, hey, the other kid said you and Caius were going to have a fight. Nah, nothing like that. Remember what I said about anyone who tries to start shit with you? Please don't throw spiders at Caius. He won't find it funny. Oh, yeah. About that, he blushes guiltily, but Logan calls out to me before I can interrogate him further. I gotta go. Just stay out of trouble. Can you do that? Nah. Well, just don't die or anything, okay? Sure, you too, Alex. I give him one last smile before turning about and marching back to Logan. Halfway there, another small stone hits my shoulder. I turn back to Milo's smug face and grin at him. You little asshole. He waves happily. Thanks, you too. Man, training him is going to be an experience. I get back to others as their mid-conversation. Yeah. The boy's okay. Just be himself. Okay, Taki, we'll escort Aeon back home. Aeon and I will now say our farewells to our chief. Escort? Where am I? A lump? I can take myself back. I can. No arguing dirt, man. This is a dog. Besides, I want to see more of this junk heap you got sitting outside your hut. Ah, the vehicle, of course. Come then, come. Boys, safe travels. We'll be seeing you in a few days, we will. They just sit back, no poking each other in the black zones. Farewell, Aeon, Taki. Thanks, guys, see you later. As we turn to leave, I hear Taki and Aeon happily chatting while they made their way to the mole's hut. Logan and I head in the opposite direction towards the hall. By chance, we spot Johanna before we get to the hall. She's exiting one of the barns, though my chest tightens when I see Caius at her side. Right, it's my biggest fan. I'm pointing at Caius. Mr. Angry Whiskers over there? Alice. That is not his name. I do not believe Caius' whiskers are angry. Whiskers cannot do this. I took him and pet his arm. You're adorable. His tail wags. It never fails to cheer me up. Just by being himself. Okay, we'll make this quick. Come. The two siblings turned their attention to the farms, their eyes sweeping the fields as the draconian farmers tore on them. Expected yield? Slightly less than last summer. That's your third seasonal drop. Dravonia dismissively stirs her shoulders. It happens. We plan to go around. Don't be flippant. Investigate this. Why? We're doing fine. My people tore hard enough without the added pressure. Caius sighs irritably, much to his sister's annoyance. Riptide fields are the same size. We produce twice the yield. There's no math there. The math is in the hours. You work your people to death. He laughs. There'll be plenty of time to frolic around on an empty belly. I feel a bit awkward interrupting them, but Logan marches forward regardless. Devonia's eyes snap to us as we approach. Logan, Alex? There are problems at the farm. Just inefficiency. Brother, our food with preservers. Caius snaps. He growls in a half yell, interrupting her. When those wretched things fail you. They have never. When they fail you, what then? He turns to Logan. You're a logical man, Logan. Toss some senses into my sister. Giovanna is my chieftain. I will follow her example. Still a loyal hound, then. Good to see you haven't changed. Logan seems really flustered by that. No, loyalty is a common trait of other hounds. There are no other hounds like you. To my amazement, Logan's tail starts to sway. Just how well acquainted were Caius and Logan before I showed up. Sister youth enough tribeswomen. Aside more to the fields, work them sunrise to sunset, have the children help after the classes. You can finally be rid of those loathsome Zephyr freezers. There's no sense in breaking backs while the old knowledge supports that the Draconian are well fed with far less effort. We work to live, not the other way around. And you rely on instinct technology that you don't understand, become self-sufficient like us. You're people who flourish. With extra labor, you could clean this place right up. I start with the infestations. Do you realize how many spiders I found in my boots this morning? God damn it, Milo. The Draconian won't appreciate extra workload, not without good reason. They'll follow if you lead. Get out with them and get your hands dirty every day. You work the fields with your people? Caius nods at me, shrugging modestly. The fields, the hunting grounds, the builders' lodge, wherever we're stored on labor, I'll go, dawn till dusk. People are afraid of you. Fear isn't a substitute for loyalty. Quoting Father, that's low. I won't tolerate the steadfast picking up the slack of the lazy. If they won't pull their weight, they can take it elsewhere. I've worked hard with the armaments to keep the lights on, the preservers running, and the power flowing. All that to give the Draconian a better quality of life. Yes, we rely on Zephyr technology to weather the winters, but there's no sense throwing all that away. Javonia turns to me. Does Zephyr labor beyond sense, or is it just my brother's delusion? If everybody here freezes, food preservers, why overwork everybody? Of course, he's starting with you. It's his technology. He's right too. My priority is keeping my people happy. Happiness doesn't fill an empty belly. I'm starting to wonder just how ruthless Caius actually is. I can't deny their sense to his logic, even if it's harsh. I heard you ask out anyone who can't pull their weight to the black zones. Is that true? Is my reputation so severe? My people are stronger than that. What about those three Logan and I ran into? What was their crime? Deceit, holding on to salvage. The old knowledge is forbidden. No exceptions. I gave them a chance to destroy. They chose to ignore me. Caius, tell me what this piece of salvage was. A speaking relic. Alex's people called it a phone. They were used to communicate over great distances. They take pictures with them, photographs they were called, like paintings, but with no paint. A phone. For someone who hates the old knowledge, you know a lot about it. Always know your enemy, Alex. My black ones answer to me, and their insight is mine, where I need it. Javonia scoffs, much to Caius' amusement. What have I done now? Black ones aren't wardens. They serve the land, not you. The loyal hound at your back, and Kyle might disagree. There are things Logan doesn't tell me. I don't interfere. It hardly matters anymore. I had 4 black ones. After the frenzy, I have only 2. His gaze locks onto me and darkens at nor the accusatory glare. Caius, it is not good to know the black zones. This is black running business. I'm aware. My business is only to keep my people safe. I'm no slave to curiosity. So much for the question. Worn down by the debate, Dravonia shakes her head and turns her attention to Logan and I. Speaking of black zones, I assume you two are here to make your farewells? We are. The journey to Devil's Crag is long. Caius grimaces. Something else to say, brother? Better left unsaid. When he doesn't elaborate, Logan and I exchange an uneasy stare. Caius, our task is to determine where Alex has come from. We will not rouse the black zones. If we can find out what happened to my people, we will. That's all. I can try to see the Caius' lip twitch at the top of his imposing dark teeth. Why? You should be thinking you don't remember them. My eyes narrow. Explain? They're gone. You've been spared the grief. Seems like a blessing. Move on. I glare at him, my chest tightens as buzzing, whelming fury boils from my heart. Move on? From what? The slaughter of my entire race? You said you have no connection to them. You shouldn't be mourning. The Draconian took you in. You're spitting in their face, making this a priority. Whatever that feeling of pain, rage, or fear is that's still hiding within me, it swells like a boil. He's allowed to mourn his sister. Well, I should just move on? Savonia told me to find my purpose here. My people were murdered, and I'm not letting it slide, Caius. I spare his name with venom. Everyone stares, but I keep steady. You really do have more courage than sense, human. I'm pissed, that's all. He hustled with sarcastic bemusement. Rage is an old friend. Deal with it. What? Like you did? There's a pause. Caius and I keep our eyes locked, composed to silently dueling. Dravonia and Logan watch keenly. I suppose not. His blazing eyes twists at me before lazily raise me off with a hand gesture. Just get it done, Alex. Be smart about it. The tiger's curt dismissal earns a muted growl from Logan. Dravonia smiles to us both. Safe travels to you both. Run safely and swiftly. Very well, my chief. Yeah, see you soon. And chief? Dravonia narrows her eyes at me. Just want to say thanks for everything. I mean, you did take me in. You trusted me. You protected me. I know you had your reasons, and I haven't really said it yet, but thanks. The saber-tooth offers me a wicked smirk. You'll return the favor. Undoubtedly. We take a step back, then turn to leave. Whisper out of sight and inside sever. You okay? I take a breath. I'm pushing that bubble of words back down my throat. It's taking a lot of mental focus. I came pretty close to snapping. It's nothing, just Caius. You do not like Caius. He's really got to me back there. It was hard not to. I'll trail off, teeth gritted. Logan hums somberly, unsure how to console me. It's not like I'm scared of him. I mean, I threatened to shove an axe up his ass sideways. Logan looks alarmed. Relax, I didn't mean it. I just, I know he's been through a lot, but it still feels like he's waiting for an excuse to sharpen another axe on my face. No, we will not allow this. You are a Draconian now, and we will discover where you came from. And I promise, I'm focused. I'm in control. Come, we will begin our journey. Allow the mountains to calm your anger. Logan begins to walk ahead of me, gesturing for me to keep up. He marches for the distant valley. The snowy peaks and glistening landscapes beckon us. I, however, slow my pace. Then I stop. A shadowy sense of dread creeps over me. I went to look back at the Draconian village. My chest thumps. Alex. Look has stopped too. You okay? Another part of the length of this journey hadn't hit me before now. We'll be gone for a while. It'll be dangerous. Alex, I just had a thought. With a concerned scowl, Logan slowly walks back over to me. Tell me this thought you were having. You are uneasy? My eyes are still fixed on the village. I had not really considered how it's the closest thing to a home I've had since arriving here, even if I've struggled to bond with it. We're going to a black zone. We might not come back, Alex. Logan's hefty paw claps my shoulder, and he turns me to him. The hound cuts my chin, lifting my face up to his. That's not our path. We'll be cautious and treat this task with respect. We sail the black ocean. We do not dive within it. We will return to our clan. I smile, grabbing his paw from my chin and pulling it to my cheek, resting my face on it. You're a wise hound. Many have said this. Come, we must begin this journey. He gently ushers me to walk at his side with an arm around my shoulder. Pulling me from the view of the clan, I do so, keeping a steady pace with him. The walk across the field is long. Neither of us talk, so we pass over the plains into the next valley, while I look back, the draconian village is out of sight. Not turning back now. No turning back now. It's serene, walking silently side by side with Logan through the wilderness. As usual, the mountains are gorgeous, and lit to the breathtaking peace and soft contours of the clouds. The wind whispers a calming tune. Even the soft thump of our feet on dry grass is pleasant to the ears. There's a warmest glow against the chill of the breeze I inhale. The soothing, brisk air soaks my lungs. It really is nice in LA. Just like Logan said, I feel calmed. It's hard to believe that only a thin line stands between all this tranquility and the menacing black zones where dread, turmoil, and slaughter await at every miserable turn. Alex. I almost jumped. It's the first time he's spoken since our journey began. Yeah? You're feeling calm. Yeah, much better. Thanks, big guy. Thanks for everything. I stepped sideways, bubbled into affectionately. I really appreciate you and everything you've done for me. Tell me more about the Zephyr. I snickered. That came out of nowhere. What do you know? What do you want to know? You had jokes. Jokes, really? These are stories. They are intended to make you laugh. Yeah, I know. I'm just surprised I didn't think jokes would be your thing. Explain. You're just, a straight thinker. You really want to hear one? I do. Tell me a Zephyr joke. This would be good. The most common one that comes to mind is why did a chicken cross the road? He dots the crooked head of canine confusing immediately. Alex, that's not funny. Jokes are funny. This joke is not. That's just a build-up. I haven't said the punchline. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue with this joke. Okay, so why did the chickens cross the road? To get to the other side. That's a joke. I'm confused. Maybe that's not the best joke. I can't think of any good ones. I do not think this joke is good. I would also cross this road if it was my path. Yeah, why do you guys have jokes in LA? Ducky has told many jokes. I do not understand them. I was hoping I would understand Zephyr jokes instead. His voice softens and melancholy. Hey, it's okay. Like I said, jokes just might not be your thing. They're all about wordplay most of the time. Do you remember any of the jokes Taki told you? I do. She would ask me if I knew what I would call a deer that had no eyes. She would then tell me she had no idea. I get it. You're understanding this joke? It's a play on words, a pun. Explain. It's no idea, as in when you don't know the answer, but it could also mean and no idea, like a deer with no eyes. Does that make sense? You're talking nonsense. It's just that it sounds like two things at the same time. No, the joke is confusing. People will hear one thing confuse it with another. That is not funny. A joke must be funny, not confusing. I can't stop myself smiling. You were smiling? Alice, no, this joke is not funny. It is poorly spoken. Not a joke. You. You're great. You're mocking me. No, I just love how your hair works. His stride gets slightly slower. Others do not say this. They say I'm strange. They say I'm not good at talking. You were mute most of your childhood, Logan. It's okay to find talking tough. That doesn't mean you're bad at all. You're just different. You're the wisest person I know. That's why you're a great black runner and a teacher. Perhaps. He goes quiet, but I notice his tail waving cheerfully behind him. I step to the side as we walk and tuck myself under his arm affectionately. You're a good hound. He smiles, pulling me into his side. You're a good human. He touches my hair playfully. A comfortable silence falls between us on our solitary march. We pass by a gorgeous, tranquil lake. Logan stops for a moment, cupping the water in his paws and drinking from it. "Can I ask you something?" He rises to his full height, head tilting curiously. "Tell me what you would like to know." Kai spoke like he knows you pretty well back there. "How come?" Logan gestures for me to walk alongside him. We resume our journey, skirting around the edge of the lake. We are acquainted. My mentor, Aya, was also known to Caius. She was born of the Riptide clan. "So Caius was a chieftain?" "No, Aya is senior to Caius. She had become a black woman and parted ways with the Riptide clan before Caius was a chieftain. Caius was born of the Draconian clan. He moved to the Riptide clan after Elia's death. He took control of the clan in 15 days. How the hell did he manage that? This was a different time. The Riptide clan was not faring well. Their chieftain, Garrett, was not good. He would hoard the clan's food for himself and his wardens. His people were given little. Many wished to oppose Garrett, but he was powerful. He had many followers who enjoyed his favor. Any who questioned him would be executed. And people say Caius was bad. Caius wished to take control from Garrett. Many supported him. My mentor, Aya, was one of those. A black woman getting caught up in clan politics seems rare. Yes, but Aya was fierce. Though she had left her clan, she still protected these people. She believed in justice. She would fight for those who could not. She sounds like my kind of person. What happened? Caius was successful in his goals. He became chieftain of the Riptide clan, but only after Garrett burned what little food remained. Soon the village would starve. Caius led his people through this problem. Though his expectations were high, the clan flourished. The people respected him. He's a good leader. Still an asshole, though. I will often return to the Riptide clan to inquire in their well-being. It is through her that I know Caius. Later, after Aya had died, he would ask me to join the Riptide clan. I refused. I wished to return to the Draconian. Why? Caius did not like Ion. At the time, he did not like Dravonia. These were the people I wished to be with. I pat his arm comfortingly. Aeon was practically your father. It's good that you stuck by him. What happened to Garrick? Caius knew he would have enemies. He wished to make an example of those who oppose him. Logan hesitates. What happened? Caius bound Garrick by his hands. He shut Garrick's eyes forever with a needle and thread. God, that took a dark turn. Garrett was hung high and a tree by his feet, inside the black zone and abandoned. By the morning, Garrett had disappeared. It's sure to know that the man who hates me with a past is capable of something so barbaric. Is Caius always this vicious? No, this was not long after Elia's death. Before this, he was always calm. Those who suffer sometimes turn cruel. Caius maintains control, but was changed by Elia's loss. The other chieftains will not cross him out of fear. I go quiet, pondering exactly what Caius is really capable of. Now, Logan, why does he call demons the negative ones? Logan wonders uneasily. They have many names. It is the Black Runners who decide these names. We are the ones responsible for knowing them, so that the clans may remain ignorant. They call them the negative ones is a common title in Alea, though the Draconi do not use this title. How come? Who first started calling them demons? I did this. Why? It doesn't answer. Did any other Black Runners call them that? No, this title began with me. But why? Why demon? Logan looks ahead of us, eyes vacant. His pace slows. So it's just that it's just a word. Bite said you don't have it in your language. We figured it could be a translation issue, but I don't know. It seems too specific. It's the first time I've seen him look so unnerved. It's odd. What's wrong? There's a place I will show you before I tell you the story. It is on the way to Devil's Crag. Oh, okay. We have a long distance to travel. We must move faster. Come. Got it. You set the pace. Logan nods, then wordlessly gestures for me to stay by his side as he breaks into a jog. Taking advantage of my breathlessness, I run smoothly alongside him. Little of importance happens whilst we travel. We keep a steady stride through Alaya, the mountainous terrain eventually blending together as we progress westward. By late afternoon, I'm starting to feel the ache but urge my feet onwards. Regardless, Logan remains stoic and focused. He says next to nothing. Hours pass in comfortable silence. As the sun curves down and begins to dip, a thin veil of mist sweeps the ground and the temperature starts to drop. Just as he promised, Logan takes me on a quick detour to see the ominous sight he alluded to. Dusk rapidly approaches just when my fatigue starts to burn. We arrive at an eerie, abandoned settlement. Where is this place? Beside me, Logan whines anxiously. I will tell you this story. It is part of your training. There's something different about him. He's holding himself in a manner I've never seen, like he's unsettled on a spiritual level. Concerned, I reach up and gently stroke his arm. Are you okay? Logan only looks very solemnly. He isn't okay at all. The Oxtail clan once lived here. They were a small clan of 50. Now they are gone. Nobody will approach this village. Squinting at the dilapidated fauna and neglected warped structures, a shiver runs down my spine. I instinctively ready my spear. There's a haunting tranquility to the derelict settlement, a solemn hollow enormity I don't know how to describe. Do we pass to a black zone? No, but we are standing beside one, you see? He gestures past the decaying huts into the gaping maw of the adjacent woodlands. The black zone border is behind those trees. My skin tingles. If I took 10 paces forward, I'd be inside. It's far too close for comfort. Did they have any idea that they built their village right on the border? They did not. They did not consult a black woman before choosing this site. I stare into the maw of dread. In my head, it's like watching my own face reflected into fathomless seawater, my nose almost touching the dark ripples. What happened here? The village was named Carmen. This was for the red petals that once grew here. Many years ago, the village has become silent. Those who visited this clan disappeared. A black woman and her acolyte were asked to discover why. A warden from a nearby clan was with them. The Oxtail clan did not welcome them, but they continued to investigate. Logan directs my gaze to one of the abandoned structures, a large house. The black woman soon discovered the truth. Many years ago, 10 of the villagers had become informed all at once. They had been chained to the walls inside this building. Chained? They were kept alive for many years. The Oxtail clan was small. They had strong bonds. They could not execute their own. The whole horrifying truth washes over me. I shiver and step away. Those poor fuckers trapped inside that house, completely insane. Logan nodded sadly. The informed rabble as they were chained. Over time, the villagers would listen to their rabblings. Soon the rabblings became like music. The chieftain of the Oxtail clan was called Zana, the Wise. She had once been a talented healer. 2 of those who had become informed had been her children. Zana's mind was broken. She ordered her people to listen to the voices of the informed. They were gathered every night. None were allowed to refuse. The words of the informed became law. Zana interpreted these words. The people came to believe the black stones were good. They would worship them as one would worship gods. Soon the Oxtail clan did not wish to be the Oxtail clan anymore. Instead, they would call themselves the Ensouled. So it was a cult? Fuck, that black zones really mess people up. They were called the demons by a strange name, angels. Angels? They heard that word before they were informed? They did. They believed that if all embraced these angels, the black stones would swell with gratitude. All lands would be consumed in rapture. What happened to the three that investigated, the black one, the acolyte, and the warden? Then the Soul did not want their secret to be told. They became hostile to the black one. The warden had to act. She fought and Soul, though she did not wish to. The village was slaughtered. There was no other choice. A thought suddenly strikes me, and I groan in realization. The badger of Carmine, Taki, she was a warden. She always seemed so indomitable, a Lord Guardian and a friend, but being forced to carry out an execution on this scale, that's not her. Taki also put down the foreign that had been chained up, including the children. It was the only path. The black woman agreed to tell the other clans that the Oxtails had turned to banditry and murder. Many see Taki as a hero for her deed. I doubt she sees it that way. Poor Taki. What happened to Zana? Zana, the wise, fled into the black zone. Taki was not able to deliver justice to this person. She believes she failed her duties this day. This still causes her great pain. She will not speak of these things. The haunting, tragic tale of Carmine rings in my mind, but one aspect in particular irks my curiosity. Logan, how did 10 people become informed all at once? Logan promptly directs my sight towards the ominous black zone border again. When the village of Carmine was built, some structures were put within the black zone. The buildings were oblivious. Behind those trees within the black zone, there is a barn used to store grain. You could see it clearly from here, were it not for the trees. On that night, the villagers had heard sounds from the barn. They crossed the border to investigate. When they returned, they were informed. He pauses. Earlier that night, something had wandered into the barn. It had become trapped within. This is what the villagers saw. I stare. My grip of the spear tightens until my knuckles turn white. That's fuck. It was right on that doorstep the whole time, watching them. It was a black woman's acolyte who discovered the barn. The acolyte was. Logan's stoic, indomitable demeanor is cracking. He's unsettled. I've never seen it happen like this. It's unpleasant. The acolyte was only a child. They were hiding from the violence as he and Soul were fighting. They crossed the border and sought refuge in the barn. His chest is starting to rumble with a deep, constrained anxiety. They looked within. They saw. He sidesteps closer to me, growling with bare teeth, eyes locked onto the clearing. I reach up and squeeze his arm to offer whatever comfort I can. It was you. You were the acolyte. He breathes deep, wavering in the face of his trauma. It was on this night, Alex. I knew they were demons. On this night, that is their name to me. He's never quaked at the sight of Black Zone or the midst of a demon, not once. Whatever he went through here left a deep, deep scar. I opened the door. I faced this demon. It faced me back. Instinctively, desperate to console him, I stepped into his view and cupped his muscles, trying to turn his gaze down to me. I can't bear to see him hurt. Hey, that's enough. You don't have to tell me anymore. He resists, keeping his gaze on the clearing and snarling. I gingerly stroked his cheek with my thumb. Logan. I finally get through him. He falters. Stop thinking about it. Eventually he nods. His head droops. The weight of his snout collapses into my hands. I embrace him. Easy. Easy, big guy. I got you. He inhales deeply, nuzzling his soft face into my shoulder for comfort. I pet him slowly and compassionately. Slowly, I feel his arms tighten around me. His pain slowly bleeds away as he clings to me. It was a long time ago. Whatever was in that barn is gone now. No. What? It is not gone. I release Logan and spin around, locking my eyes back onto the empty clear with urgency. Just beyond those trees, it's still there? Barely 10 paces away from us, trapped in that barn. Could almost see it from here. And it could see me. Once again, I see my reflection in the black water, but what lurks just behind it, staring back. Logan, let's just leave. I step away, but Logan doesn't move. Come on, big guy, that's enough. When he remains still, I hook a hand onto his paw and tug him from his trance. You can't stay, it could be watching. He starts to follow me, slowly. I keep hold of his paw. You turn, silent, and keep our backs to the border. I resist the urge to roll around and face whatever might be watching our backs as we leave the village of Carmine. We don't say much for the rest of our travels that day. The mood is bleak. Logan is disturbed. I'm not sure if Carmine was really a lesson for me. Perhaps it was some kind of therapy for him. Eventually he agrees to do something that'll take his mind off it. We decide to make camp for the night at a spot he says he's particularly fond of. Whoa. It's a good place to rest. I see why you like it here. This is gorgeous. Elia keeps finding new ways to humble me with its beauty. The sky has turned blazing orange. Before us, a glorious waterfall flows amid a tranquil pond. The forest here is far from any clan. They do not patrol these woods. It is peaceful. They are lost. This is the kind of place I want to build a cabin next to and settle down. My house, but this would not be good. The Blackstone is not far from here. Logan points to a point beyond the forest, past the scenic waterfall before us. There's no fence to mark the border. That's pretty close. Are you sure the spot is safe? You're sensing danger. I look back at the direction Logan indicated, trying to fathom the vacuous depths that lay just beyond. However, the usual dread that seizes me when we're close to a black zone is absent. I can't sense anything. Then we are safe. He smiles contentedly, his eyeline going to the serene pond. He seems transfixed. I watch as his eyes shut, his fur ruffles in the chilly breeze, his chest inflates with his steady breathing. You alright, big guy? You've been really quiet since Carmine. I'm okay. He puts an arm around my shoulder, tugging me closer to him. I smile gently under his arm. It is good being here with you. We will enjoy this view. Anything to spend some time with you. You care me a lot? I do. It has also been here before. I tipped my head at him, baffled. As I pulled you from the glass, I went from the Blackstone to this place. You were asleep heavy. It was here that I washed your wounds. Oh, right. Well, I was, butt-ass nude. Butt-ass? Yeah, naked. This was not important at the time. Logan ruffles my hair, then moves over to a nearby rock. He perches himself on it, watching me curiously. Alex, I will ask you a question. My day's going pretty good. That's not the question. Oh, sorry. Instead, I'm asking what language is it you were speaking when I brought you to this place. I was talking? You were. I put my butt neatly on the stones beside him. We both sat facing the lake. His tail hooks around my wrist gently. If I was talking, it would have been before a bite was translating. I don't remember what I said. My first memories are of waking up at the lodge. The language we spoke was strange. I did not know these words. It's just my mother tongue. I definitely didn't recognize your language at first either. Perhaps only the Zephyr spoke this language you spoke. After the Zephyr spoke my language, Where did yours come from? Perhaps both languages were used. Then how come no one here speaks mine either? And how come no one here speaks mine anymore? I do not know. I think back to the day I woke up trying to recall it for clues. Some of your salvage had writing on it in my language. The shampoo bottle, remember? No one can read these words. Right, but it still raises questions. Like, is there also a written version of Elayan? If so, what kind of alphabet does it use? Alphabet. Tell me what this is meaning. I found. Can people read or write at all in Elaya? No, only the Autobots can do these things. I chuckle at the outrageous absurdity. The Autobots really are fundamental cockheads. These skills were common with the Zephyr. It was essential. We were all taught it. Still, I wonder what happened to my language. You say you didn't even recognize it. All provinces outside of Alea speak Elayan, or a language that is close. Why is it called Elayan, then? If it's spoken elsewhere? It is called this because Elaya is the center of the known world. It is the largest safe space, accessed only by the spine, south of here. The known world must be pretty small. It is, but there are many other safe areas that contain other clans. They are connected by passages through the black zones. Only the black runners know these passages. You must have traveled them. What are they like? I have not traveled them. They've never gone beyond the spine? I do not know the passages outside of Leia. Oh, I didn't teach you? I did not teach me this. It is not the responsibility of the black one to teach their acolyte this. The acolyte uses their wit to determine the black zone borders by themselves. All black runners are different. How they are attuned to the four is different. Some may be skilled in one of the four, others in another. I am considered to have weak wit. I got by him. What? That's bullshit. Come on. You put all those fences up around Elaya. Only around Draconian lands. Outside of this, my wit is poor. As I do remember him saying that he had whole heaps of savages that he couldn't identify. I just assumed that was natural for all black runners. But you're really well known as a black runner. People in other clans have heard of you. Those windchill travelers stopped by just to see you. This is true. I'm a renowned black runner, but not for my wit. Instead, this is because I'm considered to have strong vigor. I'm not understanding. Yeah, any acolyte that can face down a demon as a child must have a pretty sturdy mind. In some places I have a name. Oh? I'm called the Whisperer. I snort, trying to contain a laugh. This is not a joke. Sorry, no, it's just, sounds like a cheesy nickname. You are enjoying cheese, but you do not eat. No, it's just an expression. So the Whisperer, I like it. It's kind of cool. He gives me a stiff thumbs up. It is cool. I enjoy this name. It reminds me that I am strong, even when I feel I am weak. Why the Whisperer of all things? After an encounter at Carmine, I would say the word demon to Aya. This was unusual. Before this, I did not speak at all. Wait, that was your first word? For many years, yes. The people of the clans believed I had spoken with this demon. Some fear this. Some admire this. Did you speak to it? I did not know. I simply knew this word, demon, after that day. I found. You said and Soul called them angels. They did call them this. Angels and demons. I'm pretty sure those are Zephyr words. This is important. Maybe they're sort of opposites. I don't know. He grows thoughtfully, then shakes his head. I have thought about these words many times. It is not good to think about them too much. Quite suddenly, he rises from his perch. Alice, that is enough talking. The water is good. Water? He smirks wickedly, and then a snap, and there's a snap as he unbuckles the strap around his chest. Huh, really? You gotta take a dip? Yes, you will join me. I will feel you against me. I fold my arms bemusing as I watch Logan start to strip down. Can't seriously be horny after today. No, I only wish to hold you in these waters. We will not pay until we have returned to the Draconi. It looks a bit cold for a swim. Then I will warm you, little human. Come, the water will relax you. As he tugs off his loincloth, I feel my face flush. If he's not planning anything lewd, the view of him remains as tantalizing as ever. I guess it does look pretty nice. The water, that is. And you. He walks over and cuts my jaw, circling his huge paws around my neck, and grin, letting my head fall against his fumbling grasp. So you don't just want to get me naked again. I do want that. I enjoy feeling you against me. Alex undressed and enjoyed this water with me. It's hard to resist when his subtle paw pads are pressing so wonderfully into my neck and face. He teases my jawline with his thumbs, and one paw tugs at my hoodie. Off. Okay. Let me just... Before I even get up, he's already tugging my top clean off over my head. I chuckle, sheepishly trying to raise my arms, let him strip me from behind. Man, he really has absolutely no tact. It's completely endearing, honestly. Once Logan has rinsed my top off, I'm struck by the icy blare of the alien chill. Logan tugs me closer to be enveloped in his arms. I'm struck by how luxuriously warm he is, even amid such cold air. As I cuddle myself into his pelt, he arms snake around my butt, and he slides his paws down my pants onto my bare cheeks. Squeezing them, I snicker. Getting handsy there? You sure this isn't about mating? It is not. I only enjoy holding this part of you. He pushes my leggings down, leaving us both exposed to one another. I timidly bury my face into his chest and grin, suddenly aware of where we are. Still no one comes this way? You sigh. Still, not used to being naked and out in the open? We are not sorry there are dozens. I scallop at him, face twisted into a smirk. I was high on horny powder. I enjoyed you like that. Yeah, I got that message where you were raising your dick against me. It is only us here. Come, we must relax. It has been a long day of traveling. Giving his paws all over me, Logan tugs me over to the water. Wait, slow down. It's cold and I don't have your fur. No, do not get in slowly. He continues to pull me in despite my protest. Hang on. No, it is better to be fast. When my feet hit the pool, I immediately flinch. It's bitterly cold. Fuck. That's brisk. It's certainly an unpleasant far cry from the hot springs. I lift my feet to protect them from the icy currents, but Logan just hauls me further in. You must move quickly. You'll get used to the cold. Wait, no! Logan heartlessly smirks as I'm dragged hopelessly into the cold pond. He pulls me in waist deep. I choke, clenching my teeth, and clutch onto Logan tightly. Logan, why? How he chuckles mercilessly at me. See, you are now in the water. You're okay. I grimace, my whole body paralyzed by the shocking temperature drop. I clutch my body to his desperately. Just hoping I won't freeze my dick and balls off. The hussy compresses his arms around me and squeezes, smirking, and noses his snout tenderly to my cheek. Humans do not like cold water. Not this cold, although I have to admit the temperature is getting more tolerable as the seconds trickle by. The pond water reaches my belly button, and I keep myself pressed into Logan's heated body. Man, how are you still so warm? All alien hounds have thick pellets. We are built for this cold. I hum in agreement, shivering and running my hands up his chest, groping his patch, the water behind Logan's flosses as his tail wags beneath the surface. His silky fur entwines with my fingers. I feel the dense vibrations of his wobbling, heavy growls. He laps his tongue playful across my cheek, leaving a cold, wet smear. You, your tongue. You're a good human. I blush. And you're a good hound. You're a good acolyte. And you're a good teacher. We gaze at each other. For a moment, his paws fumble with my waist as my fingers weave into his pelt. I lean forward, touching my forehead into his chest. He ruffles the back of my head with his paw. Okay, I'll admit, this is nice. I watched him for a moment, this curious hound, this peculiar mentor of mine. Even with all the darkness clouding my mind, he's still so enticing to me. I can't explain where this attraction came from. He's taking good care of me, and I'll try to do the same for him. Despite all that, he's still he's kind of an enigma to me. As close as we've gotten over the last 6 days, months of him remains a stranger. What's really going on in that hair of his? Hey, why are you helping me? I just still don't really get you. Why did you want me as your acolyte? You're the last human. We must determine where you have come from. Yeah, but why do you want that? This is your path. I will help you find out where you have come from. This will help you become a great black runner. Only this and nothing more. Nothing more? Really? As I say, I don't want to ruin the moment. It's nothing. Tell me. I smile sweetly at him, fumbling my fingers around his stolen chest fur. I just, I find it hard to believe. That's Blaine. Keep saying that. Only this, nothing more. Just focus on the task. You always warn me about digging too deep. But don't you want to know anything? I'm confused. This algorithm could tell us a lot more. The cascade, the Zephyr, the inflection, Soulcreek. No, that knowledge is dangerous. We are here for you, only you. I hum uncertainly, continuing to massage the chest he wants, covering my chin and tilting my face up to his. You're not believing me? Don't take this the wrong way, Logan, but no. Not once these gowns are this grown. Come on, forget it. I don't want to ruin. You think I'm dishonest? Explain. I didn't mean that. It's just, that's right. I don't think people see you as a great black runner because of all the cells you collect. Something sets you apart from the others. For I can tell, you're closer to the black souls than most other black runners. That's why people look up to you. You studied them, thought about them, learned about their nature. Hell, you faced down a demon when you were just a kid. You warned me not to dig too deep, but here we are, on our way to Devil's Crag to dig deep, deeper than ever. He looks away, growling softly. You once asked me if I thought the demons could be stopped. You asked me, come on, you even keep a piece of one in your home? You're way more than just a savage collector. You're a teacher, a protector. You're trying to save people. There's a pause. You want to start the black zones, don't you? He looks away from me. I hug my body to his, head kneading into his soaking chest. Am I wrong? No. There are things I have wondered. I have wondered since that day at Carmine. I have been chased by demons. Have searched for and saved people who disappeared to the black zones, have given counsel to chieftains by their nature, have slain and formed who I could not save. This is my path, but I would like to know if the path will ever change. Perhaps one day it will end. Perhaps one day we will be the ones who end it. I thought perhaps this algorithm can help us with this task, this final task. But I'm afraid, Alex, the black souls are not forgiving to those who draw too close, even us black runners. They will be even less forgiving of those who push back against them. I'm afraid of the consequences this may bring to my clan. We must always tread carefully. I nodded understanding. Travonia was hoping for the same thing change. So was Alira. It's the reason she didn't execute me. Hell, lots of people are like that. The random questions, the obsessive selfish. The way people seem drawn to the black suits. I don't think people want to ignore them really. When I come along and live in Zephyr, then I come along and live in Zephyr, who knows what that could mean. Makes sense you want me as an acolyte. Alex, that's not the only reason. Oh? You. What? It was to no F. I do not know how to say these things. I scratched the side of his head. Despite how tense he seems, he leans into my hand. It's okay, take your time. You are Zephyr, yeah? When I saw your head whipped, I was seeing that you were honest about this. I wanted you as an acolyte because others say I'm strange. They say I talk strange. I hope that Zephyr would be like me. I hope you would be different. I hope you would not find me strange. I hope you would be like me. Damn, Logan, way to tug at my heartstrings. I scratch his muzzle, then tug it downwards so he's facing me. He stares. Logan, hey, you're amazing to me. You know that? Of all the people I've met here, you're the only one who isn't strange. You're the most sensible, trusting person in the clan. You don't hide yourself. When you say something, people believe you. I've got nothing left, Logan. Just anger I can't explain. I didn't know where to start. I didn't need Dravonia or Taki or the Autobots. I needed someone completely themselves. That was you. There's the reason I chose this path, because I trust you. I take his huge paw in my hand, squeezing it between us. They could all learn a lesson by being a bit more like you. Alex, yeah? He grins happily, leaning down and burrowing his snout into my hair, placing an affectionate kiss on my head. You are a very strange human. I blushed furiously. If I had a tail, it would be wagging too. And smile. A strange, small human, but this is a good thing. He clasped the back of my head, tugging my closer for a tight and wet hug. Wrapped my arms around him, turning my head to lean into his embrace and setting my eyes in bliss. Alex, yeah? Stay. I'm not going anywhere. We discover where you have come from. I'll stay with you. You're my friend, a mentor. I'm staying, I promise. Okay. He noses the top of my head. Kiss? Kiss. He lowers his hand down to mine. My lips meet his muzzle, our jaws curling rapturously around each other. He's so good at kissing, so damn good I lose myself in it. I grind my body against his, basking in him. All his needs, his compassion, just him. When he parts with me, a pang of disappointment strikes. I rest my head back against his wet chest fur. My chest is thumping. I hear his heart thumping back. I really want to kiss him again. Wow, my heart is really thumping now. It's never beat like that around him before. I feel weird, kind of sad, but good. Logan, Alex, go. Is it getting colder? The sun will soon set. Come, I will light a fire. We must rest here for the night. Yeah. I take a moment to calm my stirred chest, probably just the heat of the moment. Only this and nothing more. The fire is gorgeous. I've been staring at it so long my peripheral vision has darkened. I'm glazed with radiant heat and the soft crackling sound. Covered with Logan's enveloping pelt is heaven. I'm sitting in his lap, my back to his chest. He told me from behind, paws meeting at my belly and head resting neatly on top mine. We're both stripped nude. A blanket shared between us. We've not said anything for a long time. We've just been sitting here. I can hear his slow breathing above me. I'm not even sure he's still awake. I let down, fumble with his paws. My fingers probe curiously at the pads beneath his fingers, admiring their contour. Logan doesn't seem to mind. I'm happy to just be held. Very happy, so very happy. That feeling is still there. I don't really know that well. I don't really know him that well, do I? Yet here I am, sitting and wondering. I do want to know him properly, the real Logan. I rise from his lap and spin around to face him. He looks startled. We're almost nose to nose. We touch snugly on his lap. Alice, you okay? Yeah, let's meet the real Logan. Bye. Deactivate your translation function. Logan's frown deepens. Alex, hello? He flinches, unarmed. Kinsha. Do you understand me? I never seen the tilted head of canine confusion look quite this tilted. I reached up and stroked his muzzle with a smile. I'll take that as a no. Alex, Saigato na Tonpei. This is what you really sound like? He growls at me. I laugh again and move my hand up to his ears, letting them bend and bounce against my fingers. That's okay, still me. Despite his unease, I sense his alarm melting beneath the power of my ear scratches. He knows he can't resist them. I just wanted to hear you properly. Saigato nas my Lengaya Zephyr. Okay. Yeah, whatever you just said. Logan finally smiles. He's still sitting upright. I buzz out of his lap, giving him space. We both sit cross-legged, face to face for a while. We just stare. Neither of us really knows how to begin. After a while, Logan just points at me. Alex. Let's make him point back. Logan? Cool. Yeah, cool. Gross, yeah, cool. He says different. He sounds different. I can't explain it. The gravelly, deep wash of his voice is more pronounced, more primal. I wonder if Byte's translation disguises his accent. I wave at him. Hello? He's back. Oswald. Oswald? Oswald. Oh, Oswald. Sigh. Oswald. Give me a thumbs up. I laugh, returning it. Hagu. Hello? Ooh. Oh. Hello. 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 Close enough. Hello. Hello, Alex. He presses his fist against his chest. Oh, Gazo and Nak looking. Then he points at me. Saikato, he knocked Alex. I squint trying to process his alien phonetics. Oh, wait, Gato, Hynak. Hynak. That sounds his language are really tough to replicate. They don't feel right in my mouth. Hynak, Gato, Hynak, Alex. Zah. Zah, yes, my name is Alex. Logan clears his throat, preparing himself. I sit watching, enraptured. Boy, my name is Logan. He seems to be struggling with my language more than I struggle with his. My name is Logan. That's right. Zah, what's cool? Yeah, it's very cool. It's odd. The connection with Foreman feels strange, warm and intimate. It's different. It feels like I'm meeting him all over again for the first time. In some ways, it feels like I'm speaking to a stranger. Others, they feel closer to him than I ever have. We stare at each other, each eyes locked together, distanced by a language barrier centuries apart and clouded by the horrors of the Cascade. It occurs to me more than ever that we're from entirely different worlds. He really is a stranger to me in so many ways. Logan's ears flick. He raises his paw, fingers blade, and holds it up to me. For a moment, I just stare at the pads on his fingers and palm. Now I reach up and meet my palm with his. He shuts his eyes, exhaling contently. He sees paw flexes beneath mine. His fingers slide against mine, going well beyond the length of my own. Logan's eyes crack open. He looks down at me, his features placid and serene. His chest thunders in a low growl, like a slumbering, tranquil beast against the simmering glow of the flames beside us. He's never looked more relaxed. Leave my smaller hand and feel his paw loosen. His fingers slip between mine and slowly close around me. I smile, my chest is buzzing. Saika no Saya. He whispers to me in a calm, delicate voice like a soft breeze. I like you too, Logan. It's so strange meeting him like this. It's awkward but wonderful. In that moment right there, we could just stay. Maybe we don't go to Devil's Crag. Maybe we don't follow the path. It's just us, me, the last and lost human, and him, the primordial wise hound. Alex. Yeah? Sure. Kiss? Sure. Just flirting with giddy affection, I shuffle forwards and comply with his demands by planting a quick kiss on the tip of his muzzle. He turns up, greedily sliding his lips against mine. When we part, his tail is waving jubilantly. He reaches up and grinds his fingers through my hair, petting me. Sigh. His paw traces down my cheek, covering my chin affectionately. Before human. Logan gently pulls me by the shoulder and turns me around, pulling me into him. I shut my eyes, sinking back into his chest, my skin melting into his fur. I feel closer to him than I ever have. Alex, Corsair Ledia, Sagato, Tria, Sawata Eska. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Alright. Lean back into his chest. Slowly, he brings us down to our sides and puts a blanket around us both. I swim back into his body, wrapped up in his warmth. His muzzle comes to rest on top of my head. Vato heavy. You too, big guy. Composition. Come again? Just as you said a couple of nights ago about the algorithm. It's just 1 and zeros, but its true composition is something more. Yeah, break it down. It's all just code, just like you. Except I'm made of matter, not code. Right, atoms. Lots and lots of atoms. But somehow all together, those atoms make you. My body, my mind, your soul. And somehow all together a bunch of 1s and zeros. They make me. Alex, no, the algorithm does not have a soul, and neither do I. You seem sure? I'm a computer program, that's all. I'm just code. And I'm just atoms. Why do I get a soul but not you? You think that because I add life lack a personality matrix doesn't equate to a soul? But you're not just an amalgamation of my personality. You're you. Sure, you're just 1s and zeros, but you're still amazing. You have your own opinions and quirks. You can do incredible things. To me, you're real. If you break it down, we're all just a messy web of code and atoms, all of us, as weird as complicated as can be. So if the right combination of 1s and zeros can make something as amazing as you, what else could they make? You're thinking about the demons. Yeah, what if somewhere out there, past what we're normally aware of, there existed some kind of force, something we don't understand, an emotion, or an instinct, could even be a memory, something we can't actually picture. What if you could represent that as a computer code? What would it be like? Is it really that different, making a soul from atoms, or making it from 1s and zeros? Where's all this coming from? I've been thinking about the algorithm. I think it's alive. There's something impossible about all this, something supernatural. You mean like magic? Yeah, like magic. Alex, yeah. You sound absolutely batshit mental. yeah, sorry. Alex, I've been thinking. This rage that you mentioned feeling. Could the algorithm be causing it? How? It might be affecting your mind. We know the black zones cause cognitive impairment and extreme stress responses, and you have a piece of code taken from in your memory drive. Yeah, I think it's just, losing everything I might have had. It's hard. There's no one to blame, no one to mourn. I need to know what happened, then I can process it. Just be careful. We still don't know what this algorithm can do. Right, yeah, it's fine. I'm in control. Soon as we get what we want, I'll be able to think clearly. What we want? Alex, what is it you really want from all this? Justice or closure? Is it 2 months to ask for both? You're only human. You can't visit an entire species that no one even remembers. What would that even look like? I don't know yet. For all we know, humans could still be alive. Alex, don't give me just accept that they're gone. I won't. Not until we know for certain. The way I see it, seeking these answers is one thing, but what will you do with the knowledge afterwards? You're angry and scared. You've every right to be, but don't lose your mind to it, okay? After all, I live in here too. Yeah, you're the only reason I haven't lost it already, buddy. There's still time. Guess I still get some proper sleep. We'll be going into the black zone again tomorrow. Right, you rest up. I'll see you in the morning. Sell yourself. There you are, you motherfucker. One more time. Tell me what you did to me. I know it was you, okay? You killed everyone. You took everything from me. You're responsible. You think I'm scared? What, because I'm only human? You never should still left me alive. I will burn you. So whoever that was that Alex talked to could be a demon, maybe. But whoever that was, Alex said that it killed him. That it killed somebody or killed people. Could possibly be Alex's family or some people he's very close with. So I don't think we're even halfway through this update yet, so there's probably gonna be like 2 more videos of this, so there's still a lot to learn in this update, so we'll probably figure out more about that. So about Caius, it seems like he's slowly starting to get used to Alex, to the point that he's cautioning him, warning him, not to get in danger in the black zones and stuff like that. And we got to learn more about the way he rules his tribe and how he got control of the tribe. So he works his people from sun up to sundown, and they are constantly working, and he disagrees with his sister Dravonia's approach to working. She says that the machines that the Automonks provide them do a good amount of the work, and that this machines does make it easier for people to live. They don't have to do as much work. Matthias says that those machines can break, and when those machines break, what are you going to do then? So, he advocates people using their own power, their own physical power, to make the village he promotes people to use their own physical power to make the village function and not machines. So also he was able to take control of the Wiltide clan. He was originally part of Logan's tribe, the Draconian clan, but he decided to go to the Wiltide clan to challenge a man who hoarded all the food for himself and only cared about power. So he managed to get rid of him, and then he took control of the clan, and then under his rule, more people were able to eat. So a lot of people liked Caius, and so I guess in some way he did some good for the clan, because everybody was able to eat now. Though he did rule with an iron fist, because he apparently crucified the former leader. So he does have a brutal side to him. One side he is kind of like a caring side to him, like he's still mournful of his sister. But on the other side, he's still very vicious and this unforgiving leader. So you got to learn more about Logan's past, and the fact that he witnessed an old clan, a former clan, worshipping the Soulcreek, with the black zones anyway, and people going crazy in that clan to the point there was a lot of conflict, and they became informed, and Taki had to go into that clan and basically slaughter people. Something that Taki is still pained over, because back at the indulgence, when Hawaiian mentioned her title, that's when she got really disturbed. She got disturbed when Hawaiian called her that title that people refer to her by, because it reminds her of what she did to the tribe, and it still haunts her. And all that haunted Logan as well, because he was a little child back then, and so that traumatized him as well, with the demons and the tribe going crazy and all that. So that's all of this update. That's all of this video so far. We still got 2 more videos left to do in this new update of Soulcreek. So I think later this week I'll continue with Soulcreek. In the meantime, I'm going to do another game. So thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.